Hi, this is Robert over at Capital Retail Group. We're a commercial property management firm located in Bethesda, Maryland. Our specialty is small to medium sized commercial properties. That's what we do. We love it, we know it, and we're the best at it. We want to tell you a little bit about today how we go ahead and do our reporting for these properties to the landlord. The accounting, the property management is one piece, the accounting is another piece, and it's critical to make sure it's completely transparent. How do we do that? We leverage technology to show complete transparency of all the accounting associated with a particular property. So let's dive right into it. And we're excited about this because what we use is a combination of a couple of things. One of them is called Tableau, and we show that information dynamically. So a landlord can get a login, they can check out complete reports to about their property. So it can be P&L trends, it can be um, balance sheet items. First and foremost, though, we give them a static report that's sent out at the end of the month. And in the static report, you'll see a rent roll that gives them a lot of details unto itself. It'll give the name of the tenant. It will give the square footage that is being rented by that tenant. It will show the base rent that is due. It will show the total charges that are due for the month. And then, of course, it will show, well, how much was received. It will also show the last payment that was made from that particular tenant. It will show the year to date balance if there is any, and it will show the total balance that is due if there is any. These are the items that are quite detailed in this report just in the rent roll. So, just looking at the rent roll, a landlord would have a very good idea as to what's going on with this particular tenant and be able to quickly identify if there are any issues with this particular tenant. So you can take a look at that. That's a rent roll. And of course, now we have at the end of the month, we have a combination of a couple of reports that we send out. One of them is really a cash flow statement that shows the inflows and the outflows, and that's done in a chart format. Here, you'll see here revenues coming in, and this says expenses, but it's really outflows because it also includes the owner distributions. A lot of landlords want to see that the inflows and the outflows, and we include that, even though owner distribution is a balance sheet item. So there's the rent roll we just went over, and then of course we show the beginning balance for under the check register, which is the next report, and then at the end of the month we show the ending balance, and then the ending balance would show you exactly would match up exactly with the bank statement that the landlord will also receive. So they will receive these static reports. It will be sent to them by an email. They'll get an email notification with the attachment of these PDFs. And then we also simultaneously place those reports into a Dropbox folder that is secure for them. And every month, it's labeled, they'll get a financial report, which is what we just went over. It will show the expenses, all the expenses that make up that check register, so they can back that up. And then, of course, the income, it will show the checks that we actually received. So there's a lot of accounting that's associated with this, a lot of backup data that the landlord will have at their fingertips at a moment's notice, be able to log into this Dropbox folder and check out the exact expenses and see the invoices that back up these reports that we're stating here. Then they can also log in and check out, if they so desire, through Tableau. And Tableau is a dynamic system that takes a look at all of our information. And what they do is they can go in, the landlord can, we give them a login, and it will show exactly from a dynamic perspective, meaning hovering their cursor over a particular line item, and they'll be able to get the details behind their property. So it's something that we find that's really, really beneficial. Um, for landlords, especially for landlords with their CPAs, that at the end of the year they want to see the P&L, but they not only just want to see the P&L, but they want to see the details behind, let's say, the CAM for a particular month, or because they're doing the accounting, they're doing the bookkeeping from a tax perspective, they might have a different description as to what a late charge would be. And things of that nature. So we have found this to be very, very helpful for property owners in terms of looking at data. And this is, by the way, is updated every single day. It's updated, so landlords can check in, or um, their CPA could check in at a moment's notice and look at everything from balance sheets to a cash waterfall, that would show, of course, the rental income all the way down to expenses. So it's really cool stuff that shows in a dynamic way and sort of a visual way uh, all about their properties. And all of this is ties into our system directly, so it's all up to date and accurate. We'd love to show you more about our Tableau system that we have here, which is this very visual amount of data that shows you also backups. So we're proud of this, the way we communicate to landlords and full transparency. It is a combination of the static reports, which is the rent roll, the check register, the operating statement. It's then put into the Dropbox folder, and then as a backup to all that, anybody from the landlord side that has the access can log into their system and see this dynamic information. Give us a call. We'd love to do a demo for you in further detail if you have questions on this. 202-319-2884. Robert at capitalretail.com, capitalretail.com. Check us out. We'd love to talk to you more. Thanks a lot for checking out this video, and have a great day.